Hi, I'm joined today by John Kingsland, the Utilities Manager with the University of Aberdeen. Hi John.
Hello Brian.
Thanks for agreeing to do this interview with us. I was wondering if you could maybe start off by telling us a little bit more about the University of Aberdeen.
The University of Aberdeen is home to 13,500 students and 3,500 staff. It's got a number of main academic buildings, which we tend to think of roughly 30, and the utilities cost for the university for the academic buildings is £4 million.
£4 million a year.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big utility bill. So that's a lot of energy. What was the problem that you had to solve when you were looking for a metering solution?
We've got a lot of sub-meters on the site for both electricity and for heat. We get manual reads once a month, but we can't see any fine detail.
So what were the sort of different types of solutions that you considered?
We had a look at the building management system to see whether that would handle the data, and then we looked at options that specifically looked at collecting half-hourly data from meters.
Did the METERology solution offer specific advantages over the building management system?
Yes, it's better able to handle the large amounts of data that you're collecting. We have 110 meters connected on the system. That equates to about 2 million data points per year. The system uses a SQL Server database, and it handles the amount of data, yes, without any difficulty at all. And it was much better in terms of displaying the information as well.
Do you have any examples of where this has already made a difference?
The one that springs to mind is the Queen Mother Library. I found out that the cleaners go in at night and all the floors were being left on. Subsequent to finding this information out, we've been able to get the cleaners to turn off part of the floors as they go, and this has reduced the nighttime consumption, yielding a saving of about £11,000 per year.
£11,000 just by switching the lights off as they go?
Yes.
That's got to be a good saving. The fact that other than the investment in METERology, then there's no change to the building itself.
That's right.
Can it be accessed from anywhere in the university?
It can be, yes. All you need to do is email the link to somebody who's on the internet, either staff or students, and they can just put the link into their web browser and look up the information.
So it's being used by the students as well?
Yes, some of the information is going to the students as well.
And what has been their response?
I think they're quite impressed with it. They can now have a check, and they can actually see that if they do turn the lights off at night, the consumption does drop.
And has there been any reaction from any other groups of users?
Our electricians have been quite keen on it because they can now check to see what the peak demand is within a building, so that they know whether their system's appropriately sized for the building.
Yep. And what other benefits are you experiencing from the system?
It lends itself to quantifying not just things like switching off lights, but if you've changed out light fittings, something like that in an area, you can demonstrate that you've actually made the energy savings that you said you were going to. Because it works on a building level, we're able to see it within individual buildings, whereas previously that definition of data was lost because it was on the main supply. It was too small a saving to look for at that level.
Yep. How easy is the system to use?
The system's very easy to use. Had some input into the setup, and so it puts out the display in a format that I like to see it, particularly on the daily profile with the 48 half-hour periods.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, John.